This guy right here.
Senator Ted Cruz, or Cancun Cruz.
We'd like to introduce our new friends over here too.
Mr. Washington.
Mr. Washington over there and
Mr. Cruz.
Mr. Cruz.
We all know Mr. Trump.
Mr. Donnie.
Orange Donnie.
And good old Hillary.
Yeah, let's not forget Crooked Hillary and Lying Ted.
Yeah.
Those are his nicknames for him. So, yeah. I heard Ted Cruz threw his back out, handing out water after the storm.
Yeah, he handed out water, a case of water to one car. He put it in one trunk. I mean, that was it.
Well, you're not saying that's a photo op, are you?
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, he was out there. It's just too bad that only one car showed up.
Well, I mean, it's
not his fault.
It's just poor planning. That's
all. I mean, he had one case
and
there. One car.
He made the effort, AJ. What's he supposed to do? Be like AOC and raise $5 million? Come on. Not everyone can do that.
I mean, he said there's a bunch of snow out there. People, if they needed water, they could have melted that snow if they had electricity.
That's called pulling yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah. I mean, what could have... I mean, he was trying to be a good parent.
I know.
He was trying to keep his family safe.
In Cancun.
By leaving shitty state that he was in.
That he's partially responsible for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
real hero.
Yeah, he was trying to make his kids' lives better by going to another country.
Yeah, what parent wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah. Right? I mean, we know... People are coming this way. He said life is obviously better on the other side.
He tried to immigrate to...
Yeah, he tried to show them by doing it himself, saying life is better on the other side.
Oh, well played, Mr. Cruz. Well played. Yeah, that was kind of a...
And, he came back after dropping off his kids the next day with the full suitcase.
Yeah, well, that's because the state comes first.
Yeah.
The people come first.
And he made a stop in Texas, drop off water, and then he flew to Orlando to go speak with his people. What was it? CPAC?
CPAC.
Yeah, so he went over there and...
well, priorities, right?
Yeah, told people AOC was she mad at him? For calling him snowflake or something like that?
Probably so, I would imagine.
Yeah, I can't remember.
They tend to go back and forth a lot, so it's hard to keep up. But
yeah,
but while she was raising money for her state.
Well, he said, what can he do? So AOC pointed, she kind of showed him what he could have done.
Yeah.
She raised, what, $5 million?
Yeah, $5 million.
$5 million.
In fact, Joe Rogan said the same thing on his show. He said, well, what's he going to do? He's a senator. What else can he do? Well, you could raise money.
I mean,
that's what your senators do, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could have helped your state out by raising money, or you could have helped out by resigning. If you can't do anything, if you're that useless.
Well, that's helping the country. So
yeah, I mean, that would have been a giant help too by resigning, putting your resignation, saying, obviously I can't do anything. I'm useless.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny. When it comes to campaigning, he has no problem raising money.
Yeah. Dinesh D'Souza also said, what could he done? I mean, he was trying to save resources for his people by not staying there.
They're not even trying anymore, are they?
No.
They're putting no effort in these defenses.
He said if he would have stayed there, he would have used up resources. I mean...
Yeah, he's not... Oh, God, he's just phoning that one in. Okay, well, that's Dinesh. I mean, you get a bootlicker, right? See what you got to say.
Yeah, I mean, Dinesh D'Souza is...
defend every...
I mean, obviously, we know he's an immigrant.
Whoa. Immigrant? Can we say that on YouTube?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, he loves this country, at least half of the country.
What does he know anyway? I mean, he's a giant immigrant, so.
I mean, he knows how to go to prison. He knows how to break laws and go to prison, I guess.
Oh.
He's a master criminal.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's a low blow, but it's an accurate blow. It was precise.
Well, he was trying to help out his people.
Yeah. No matter the cost. Just like the rioters.
Yeah.
The rioters in D.C., they're trying to help their people out. No matter the cost. No matter the prison term. So it all flows, in and out. It's all one big part of the puzzle.
Well, talk about going to prison and paying cost. This just popped in. Minneapolis Police City Council approves $27 million settlement for family of George Floyd.
Excellent. Good. That's the least they can do. Now they, put those other idiots in prison.
So, do you think this would stop from happening again?
No, of course not.
Of course not.
They have deep pockets. They'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, $27 million coming from the city. I mean, does that even matter?
No, it doesn't matter. Symbolic. They don't miss it at all.
They're not going to miss it. I mean, there's, if they need it, they will just raise taxes or write more tickets to raise that $27 million.
It's kind of like when, what was it? Was it HSBC who was fined like $1 billion for insider trading or something?
Yeah.
I mean, what is that going to do? What you know what that place is worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean very much.
I mean, there has been several actually police killings since then.
Yeah.
And I know at least 2 or 3 they were by the same way, choking people.
Wait, in Minneapolis or?
Not in Minneapolis, but in other parts of the country.
Well, see, that was before the $27 million settlement. See, now that that's out there, it's not going to happen anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right,
Once they recognize that there's a price to pay, maybe not, criminal, but this is the way to do it, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the lawyer for the family would be happy, for sure.
Oh, for sure. He'll get his, whatever that is, pound of flesh.
Yeah, I'm sure he fighting for George Floyd's rights, for sure.
Well, that's what lawyers do.
Yeah.
Uphold justice.
Yeah.
Fight for the little guy. In a big settlement. Anyways.
But we're happy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, he did more in his death than most people do being alive.
That's right. That the BLM protests were massive worldwide. Maybe the largest protest ever. I don't know. So, at least civil rights protest.
It was. And a lot of conservatives lost their shit on that.
Oh, they're still losing their shit on it.
They're still losing it, basically. Yeah. They're saying, how can we support getting, Nike store getting robbed?
Which, they've already banned Nike from their vocabulary, right?
Yeah.
They don't buy Nike.
They're going with New Balance now.
They don't want Nike. They don't want Starbucks. They don't want Coca-Cola. Okay.
They do want Dr. Seuss, though.
Yeah, they want Dr. Seuss. And
or
Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. They're losing their
collective minds.
Yeah, they're from the backside.
Yeah. It's the culture stuff is what sells. It is the driving force in their demographic. I mean, in their base. That's what you lead with. You can't lead with economics because they're terrible at economics.
Yeah.
So you lead with the culture, the identity politics.
I mean, who cares about Dr. Seuss anyway?
They do. The thing about that is now this was, okay, so the story is like, there were 6 books. Okay, there were 6 books that the estate of Dr. Seuss has said, we don't want to publish anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're racist, okay? How many books did he publish? A lot of books.
I mean, that's several of them.
There's a lot of books out there. So this is from the estate. This is not the government doing it. This is not, woke liberals doing it. This is the estate of Dr. Seuss saying, we don't want to publish this anymore. And, books go in and out of publication all the time.
Yeah.
This is nothing new. This is not anybody being canceled, okay? They're still making money off these books.
Yeah, nobody's saying that you cannot read Dr. Seuss anymore.
I mean, this is
it's just like Mein Kampf. I mean, you can read that.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it. Nobody's saying, you cannot do any of those things.
Can you buy it in Germany?
I don't think in Germany it's...
Just curious.
Yeah, I don't think Germany... I mean, United States is it's kind of a exception to the rule because we have free speech, and under free speech, that falls under free speech.
It does.
Yeah. And we're probably the only country that has that type of a law.
Well, it's in the Constitution.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Yeah.
It's hard-coded, you might even say, in our DNA.
And we agree with that.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I don't have any problem with it. If somebody wants to read it, keep it as their collection, as Donald Trump has it on his nightstand.
Which, you can't read, but still, it's important.
He doesn't read it. Yeah, he just looks at it, holds it upside down, sort of like the Bible,
and wishes he could be as successful as Hitler, gaining power. But yeah, again, fake outrage. They know it sells.
Yeah,
it's not policy oriented. It doesn't require their base to think, which is, ideal.
And it's on the other side too. I mean, liberal woke people.
Oh, sure.
I mean, getting outraged over things like potato head and all these things that it just doesn't matter. I mean, these things don't matter.
They just don't matter.
Yeah.
I think the story with Potato Head is a little interesting. It's not that there's not a Mr. and Miss Potato Head. I think now, instead of having two separate potatoes, there's just one, and I think you can buy all the accessories come in one package. So for the male and female.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it out, take the mustache off, and just have
instead of having two. So actually, that's just consolidating. It's not really. But again, that's more outrage, right? More outrage. Yeah. Yeah, but again, when your party votes against the stimulus, that's extremely popular. Well, what else do you have?
You have nothing.
You have the culture.
Yeah.
You got the culture war, and which they're slowly losing anyway. I mean, I don't even know what the party stands for. Honestly, besides Trump, I don't know what I have no idea.
They don't. I mean, they don't have any policies.
They're grasping at straws.
Yeah, I mean, they try to grab all these little things here and there, just trying to be relevant. And if you look at their policies, they're just failed policies. They're failing their own people.
Yeah.
I mean, by voting against the stimulus, they voted against the people that need it, mostly in their states.
That's right.
I mean, West Virginia is one of the poorest states.
Now, the question is, does this failure to address your own people's concerns translate into losses in the midterms? That's the question.
It's not. It's not going to, because they're going to keep bringing up same stuff. The other side wants your guns.
Well, historically, Democrats don't do very well in midterms, although last time they did very well.
The only way they can do well is if they go out and promote this thing.
I think they're doing it now, right? They're starting to.
Yeah, Biden said he is going to take a victory lap.
Yeah, take a victory lap.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you have a plane out there. It's called Air Force One. Get on it. Go.
I'm paying for it, so get in there and travel around.
Yeah, go to the red states. Basically, just go there, live there, show up every weekend in a different state, different city.
Yeah. But even if he go, I wonder if even if he goes to red states and they recognize, are they going to vote for Democrats in red states? I wonder. It's possible.
I mean, they will, because this stimulus is very popular. Tell them this is what we did. This guy voted against it.
And then I would also tout the infrastructure plan, because it would help a lot of states.
Yeah.
I'd say, hey, look, this is a big bill. The next one's twice as big. It'll create more jobs for your state and for. I mean, you've really got to sell this stuff. I mean, hard sell it. Sell it. And he can do it.